This is the third video in my Real Kitchen Remodel miniature. Today's topic, a pantry cabinet. In this image on the left is a sketch I made of how I envision this corner pantry cabinet to look. On the right is a photo of when this cabinet was nearly done.
In a world, a tiny, miniature world that exists only in her imagination.
Hi y'all, I'm MiniMakerSal's imaginary friend and video narrator. This pantry cabinet, while not perfectly in 1/12 scale, it's close and it will show whomever builds the real one an approximation of Sal's vision. Let's get to it. First, here's a photo of all the 16th inch basswood pieces MiniMakerSal cut on her mini table saw. Missing are the 1 5/8 inch circles Sal's neighbor Dennis cut using a hole saw on his drill press. You'll see these during construction. This is the base of the pantry cabinet. The basswood shelf measures 3 inches wide on the back and front, 2 inches wide on the sides, and the angled cut is 1.5 inches across. This sits on a black foam board base, 1/2 inch thick, which is about 2 3/4 inches on the sides, so the toe kick space is free. Because Sal wanted Lazy Susan-like shelves, she purchased these wire rings. The smaller fits neatly into the larger hoop. She cut ring guides out of paper, then glued the larger rings on each of the 5-sided shelves and the smaller rings on each of the turntable pieces. And here's the underside of one of the turntable shelves. As in real life, the Lazy Susan shelves needed a lip so items wouldn't fly off into the corners when spinning. Sal cut 1/8 inch strips out of these 16th inch thick foam sheets to create these lips. Using wood glue on the 16th inch sides, Sal readied each strip to glue onto the edge of each turntable shelf. She then attached the strip to the top edge of the shelf. Now, one of the tedious tasks involved in making miniatures, gluing one of the back cabinet panels to the base. Faster than humanly possible, here Sal is fitting and gluing the other back panel to the base. Using one of the paper guides she made, Sal put a circle of glue on the base and placed the hoop on it and let it dry.
Tippy tip.
You've seen and will continue to see Sal gluing things using small applicator bottles. In this high-speed video, she's filling a bottle using a teeny funnel. She used a small stick and a small wet paintbrush to help speed the process along. Currently, she has 3 bottles filled with glue, one with Mod Podge, another with wood glue, and the third with Titebond glue. Back to the pantry cabinet. To make supports for the 5-sided shelves, Sal cut this 3-sided strip of balsa wood into 1 inch long pieces. The sides measure 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 3/4 inches. The next step was to glue the supports into place and then glue the shelf to those. And then it was time to test drive one of the Lazy Susan shelves. A view of all 5 shelves assembled with the Lazy Susan turntables. Oops, Sal either forgot to take or neglected to save a picture of her gluing the sides of the cabinets. Oh well, you can imagine that, I'm sure. Using E6000 glue, Sal attached mini hinges to the cabinets and used a small board to line them up straight. Then, using some painter tape as spacers between the door and cabinet, she glued the hinges to the front of the door. And yay, it's done. Far from perfect, but it's the fanciest miniature piece Sal has ever made, so she's satisfied. Because of the top of the door bows out a bit from the side panels, she's holding it in indefinitely with rubber bands, hoping that'll straighten it out. And here's the pantry set in position in the miniature kitchen space. When she has all of the cabinets assembled, she will then stain them at the same time. Sal's going to take a break from working on her kitchen model so she can make a book nook to display at the October Tucson Miniature Society show and sale. A book nook in the miniature world is a miniature room or scene that is displayed on a shelf between books. It's sometimes referred to as a diorama or bookshelf insert. Tippy told you what I'm doing next, so that's it until the next time. Thanks for viewing this video. Please click like and subscribe and be sure to leave me a comment.